Hello, and welcome to Healy Fit with your instructor, Jen. For more content, please subscribe, like, or select notifications. Let's begin. Today, I have a weighted shoulder workout for you. We're going to have 3 circuit rounds, and you want a light set of dumbbells. We'll be doing most of our workout from the floor, so go ahead, take a kneeling stance, and let's roll through the shoulders. Just a few mobility moves to get us started. Take those shoulder rolls forward for a few times. And then let's go ahead and bring the elbows up and down, kind of like scarecrow arms. Elbows up towards shoulder line, and then hands right back down towards thighs. Let's go into a little rotator raise from there. Elbows about shoulder level. We're just rotating the palms below the elbows and then above the elbows. Next up, reach the hands towards the sky and then pull the arms down. Good, like you're reaching up, grabbing hold of a pulley and then dragging it back down, elbows just below the shoulder line. Awesome, let's hold it here. Squeeze in a little pec deck, squeezing forearms towards one another and then squeezing scapula together along the back line. Let's do another one of those. Awesome. Hold the hands forward, interlace the fingers, and let's circle through the wrist. Go ahead, bring those circles in the other direction. Pump the fingers out and in a few times, and then go ahead and grab our weights. We'll start out with a front raise. So we're going to lift up into an upright row, dragging the palms kind of along the front of the body, bringing them right about underneath the chest line. You want your elbows to stay below or just at shoulder line. And then rest the palms back down towards your thighs. Good, almost like you're lifting up a long shirt from thighs right down to the base of the chest line. Good, hold. Next up, we're going to rotate the palms upward and then rotate back down right about to the elbow line. So instead of like our warm-up, bringing the hands below the elbows, we're coming to about that halfway point and then flipping right back into the rotator cuff. So pushing the palms towards the back of the room, keeping the elbows about shoulder line. And we should feel this right in kind of that pinch where the shoulder blade rests. Awesome, let's hold here. We're going to push the next one up towards the sky. There we go. Press and pull back down. Good. Again, just like the warm-up, we're feeling the resistance as we press up, and we're controlling the resistance as we pull the weights back down towards our shoulder line. Good. So that overhead press, keeping the shoulders down away from the ears as we reach the arms up. So we still have complete control. We're just reaching the arms and then pulling them right back down. Awesome, almost there. And let's bring it right back down. Place the weights on the ground, and let's do a few little shoulder rolls up, back, and down. All right, set 2 of work. We're going to come down to one hand. Top leg is out, bottom hand down, and we're going to go into that row now from the side. Good. Squeeze the elbow just towards shoulder line, maybe a little bit above. Keep the belly braced so your core is strong, navel pulled up and back away from the waistband, pulled up and in towards the spine. Go ahead, keep the arm nice and close to the body. Squeeze the elbow, kind of pinch it in towards the side. Let's do one more. And then we're going to come up, kneeling with that leg extended. We're going to go into a front raise. Good, so hand comes right about to the shoulder line. Core braced. Strong elevated posture from knee to crown of head. Just a few more out to the front. All right, turn the palm inward, and then we're going to reach the hand outward. So the palm is facing the floor as we go into these side raises. Lifting the hand out towards the side, flexing in through the medial deltoid, so working into that middle shoulder region. And this kneeling lunge is just giving us kind of a destabilization. You could always put a pillow under the knee for a little bit more cushioning. But we are all set with that round. Let's go to the other side. We're going to start with that row. So once you have your weight in hand, pull the elbow up and in and back. You're almost like in a side plank, but with a slight lean towards your mat or towards the ground. Just a few more of these rows. All right, let's bring it up into kneeling and go into our front raise. Soft bend into the elbow. Hand coming again to about that shoulder line, and then we pull the weight back down. Now let's go into our side raise. Palm faces inward, so towards the midline of the body, and then palm faces the floor as we bring the weight out to the side. Bringing the hand to about the shoulder line. Awesome. Feel that work into the middle shoulder. We're almost through this circuit of work. And our next round going into all fours. All right. So we're going to come into a tabletop position. Core braced. Pull right back into that row. So this is a kneeling tabletop row. Pull the elbow in and up, working into the back, working into the shoulders, maybe pushing the weight down into the floor, so engaging a light amount of chest and tricep as we press the weight back down to the floor. Now, option, you could stay on your knees, or perhaps for the next 5, come up onto your toes into a plank. Try to keep the hips and the shoulders square to the floor as you row the weights up and in towards the middle of the body. So elbows coming up towards the hip line. Awesome. All right, from here, we're going back into kneeling, going into a rear delt raise with bent elbows. Go ahead, so pinching instead of that close to the body elbow range here, we're keeping the elbows kind of out wide, keeping them below the shoulders. Go ahead into a wider row. Again, delving into the back with our rear delts, squeezing the scapula in towards the spine as we bring the elbows up and in. Now let's go into a rear delt fly. Soft bend into the elbows. Arms come out, palms face down as the hands come out. Good. Still pinching into the scapula. Eye gaze towards the front of your mat or maybe towards the front of the room. Just a slight hip hinge forward. So with that hip hinge, we also have our abdominal brace. Almost there. Awesome. So good. Let's roll through the shoulders again. And you know what? I think we need a bonus round. How do you feel about that? If you're up for just one more exercise after you pump those fingers and roll through the wrists a few times. Yep. Let's go ahead, grab those weights, and we're going to do a circle raise. So semicircle, Palms face forward. Reach the hands from the thighs out to the sides, up to the sky. Good. Now remember, as the arms come up to the sky, we want to keep the shoulders down. We want to keep our abs braced. You want to keep our posture nice and tall from knee to crown. Awesome. Almost there. Really feeling some heat into the shoulders. Such a great workout with you all today. Appreciate you. We're almost there. Almost there. Fantastic. Let's go ahead, ditch those weights, and do some stretches. So we're going to start first reaching the arms all the way up to the sky, interlace the fingers, press the palms out to the front, sink your chin towards your chest, pull your chest back through your shoulders, and spread your shoulders across your back. Then elbow to elbow, shoulder to shoulder, stretch across the chest lines. From here, we'll take one arm across, grab above or below the elbow, draw the arm in, glance over, and feel that stretch into the middle shoulder, into the back as well. Let's go ahead into the other side, medial to rear deltoid. Arm comes across the stretch, is hand above or below the elbow. All right, a few shoulder rolls up, back, and down, and then forward. Let's take another deep breath, reaching the hands out to the sides, and envelop yourself in a well-deserved hug. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.